This video should hopefully let you know what to expect when you come to pick up your vehicle. When you come in, please remember to have your driver's license, your proof of address, a signed bank card with your own name on it, and a DVLA share code if you haven't already sent it to us in advance. The DVLA share code can only be viewed once and will need to have been generated within the last 21 days of the collection date. Please note we need all 4 items for each and every hire to satisfy our insurance. It should take about 15 minutes from start to finish to check out a vehicle, provided you've got all the required documentation with you. If you don't make any changes. Please try and arrive fairly close to the booking time you've selected to collect your vehicle, as we may have someone either just before you or just after your booking slot. This is especially relevant if your pickup time is between 9 and 10 in the morning, as that's when we tend to be busiest. If you've got a second driver, they'll need to be present at collection also, and they will also need to have the 4 items of documentation with them too. Once we've entered all the relevant information into the software, we'll be able to print off a hire agreement which needs to be signed by the driver or drivers, and then we'll show you to your vehicle and proceed to take a number of photos of the vehicle and finally one of the driver or drivers next to the number plate of the vehicle. We'll inform you how much fuel is in the vehicle and where the fuel filler is located on the vehicle. All the cars have got push buttons and the keys for opening the doors, but some of the older Transits need to have the keys inserted into the locks. To open the rear doors in a Transit without the push button key, insert the key into the driver's door and turn clockwise once to open the van, and then clockwise once again to unlock the rear doors. Before you drive off, we'll point out what to do when returning the vehicle. So where possible, if you could please park in one of the off-road spaces outside the big red garage door. If you can park hard to the left or hard to the right, that means we can get 2 vehicles into those spaces. Then once you've taken all your belongings from the vehicle, please deposit the keys in the small key drop box in the red door on the right hand side of the big red door. If you're not able to park in any of the 2 off-road spaces and you do have to park in the street, please be mindful that most of the time the street is limited to paid parking. There's no need to pay for parking on Sundays, but payment is required Monday to Saturday, 8 AM to 8 PM. Some of the bigger vans are just too big to park in the 2 spaces in front of the garage and need to be parked in the street, so please take a minute to think about when you plan to return the vehicle. Please don't put the keys in envelopes, as they clog up the chute and make it easy for someone to fish out the keys and potentially make off with the vehicle that you've just returned. If you've got any kind of problem or breakdown during the hire, there's an AA contact number on a sticker on the windscreen, and it's also in the key fob as well. If it's during office hours, can you please call the office first, or if it's outside hours, then use the 0800 number on the key fob. Thank you for listening, and thank you for using UDrive or Low Cost Car and Van Hire. If you think this has been helpful, we'd love to hear any feedback. All our contact details are on the website, lowcostcarandvanhire.co.uk.